Karen's voice was a chainsaw slicing through my Saturday morning. "This pool is community property now, Jake." She stood at my gate, clipboard in hand, her floral dress screaming suburban dictator, as if my backyard was her personal fiefdom. I'd spent 2 years saving for that palmy oasis, my escape from the grind. Now, this HOA tyrant, with her smug grin and a rulebook thicker than my patience, was claiming it for the neighborhood kids to trash. Her petition, waved like a battle flag, had signatures from half the block. "It's only fair," she cooed, her eyes glinting with victory. Fair. I'd built this with sweat and overtime, not her nosy committee. My blood boiled as I pictured screaming kids, spilled juice, and floaties clogging my sanctuary. Karen didn't just cross a line, she napalmed it. "You've got 1 week to open it up," she said, turning on her heels, "or the HOA fines you into oblivion." I stormed inside, where my sister Mia was already cracking open a soda, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "She's begging for war," Mia said, tossing her wrench onto the counter. Mia, the family's chaos agent, had a knack for turning rage into art. "What's the plan, big bro? Surrender or scorched earth?" I stared out at the pool, its turquoise water shimmering like a taunt. Scorched earth it was. That night, we hatched a plan so unhinged it felt like poetry. Mia's construction buddy owed her a favor, and by dawn, a cement truck rumbled into my driveway. Karen's community property was about to become a monument to her overreach. As the gray sludge poured into the pool, I felt a twisted thrill. Each glug was a middle finger to her clipboard empire. Mia cackled, filming the whole thing for posterity. "This is for every HOA horror story," she said, zooming in on the water turning to stone. By noon, the pool was a tomb. Tiles cracked under the weight, the diving board sagged, and the once pristine water was gone forever. My heart sank a little. Me dream was collateral damage, but the fire in my gut burned hotter. Karen wanted a fight? She'd get one. Word spread fast, and neighbors gathered, whispering. Some cheered quietly, others looked horrified. Then Karen arrived, her face a mask of shock morphing into fury. "You've destroyed community property," she shrieked, her voice cracking like the pool's edges. "Community property?" I shot back, stepping forward. "This is my land, my money, my choice. You don't get to steal my life's work because you've got a pin and an ego." The crowd murmured, some nodding. Mia, ever the showman, leaned against the fence, twirling her wrench. "Maybe next time. Karen, don't pick a fight with people who own cement trucks." Karen's counterattack was swift. She rallied her HOA minions, slapping me with fines, threatening liens, even calling the cops. The officer, a guy who'd dealt with Karen before, just sighed and said, "It's his property, ma'am." But the war wasn't over. Karen plastered flyers calling me a selfish vandal, turning half the neighborhood against me. My mailbox overflowed with hate notes. Mia kept me sane, cracking jokes and plotting pranks, but the pressure gnawed at me. Had I gone too far? Was my rebellion worth losing my home? Then Mia found Karen's Achilles heel, the HOA bylaws. Buried in fine print was a clause about misuse of authority. Karen's petition had forged signatures 3 neighbors swore they'd never signed. Mia, with her knack for drama, organized a meeting, presenting the evidence like a courtroom lawyer. The crowd turned on Karen, her face draining of color. "You've bullied us for years," one neighbor said. Enough. By the end, Karen was ousted as HOA president, her clipboard confiscated like a disgraced general's sword. The victory felt sweet, but the cost hit hard. My pool was gone, a cracked slab of cement mocking my triumph. The fines drained my savings, and some neighbors still glared at me. Mia hugged me, saying, "You stood up, Jake. That's worth more than a pool." I nodded, but the weight lingered. I'd won the war, but my oasis was rubble. As I stared at the cement, I wondered if freedom always came with such a bitter price. Karen's reign was over, but so was my dream, a lesson carved in stone.